Welcome. This will be a very quick video. I'll give you some market updates both on the stock market, I'll give you one on Bitcoin, and then show you a few setups. But I, I truly don't have time for this tonight. But anyhow, since I'll be away from Friday to Monday, I figure I owe you at least one video before then, and perhaps if I have time, I'll upload new analyses on either Wednesday or Thursday, so tomorrow or Thursday. But we will see. I have a lot of work to do this week, so I can't promise anything. But let's look at the charts. Okay, so here's the Bitcoin chart. I still have the same outlook. This more broader picture or midterm or long-term view is still my outlook for as long as this 44.5 holds, basically. However, if we look at the shorter time frames, let's call it 4 hour, I have had this all day. So we've had a trend line resistance coming in, holding us down. It looked like we were breaking through earlier this morning. However, right now we are right at support. So if this level here doesn't hold, which is the 45.7, 45.7, if that doesn't hold, I am expecting at least the 44.6 to get hit and the 44.5 to get tested. However, if we turn around here from this support level at the 45.8, I am expecting the continuation to the 51k level if this blue rectangle I pointed out right here for you gets broken. So if we close above, let's say a 4 hour closure above 46.7 or 46.75, I am looking upwards. That's Bitcoin. We will, like I said, keep this short, so I'll have to be quick. Let's look at silver since I mentioned it earlier or in the last video. So as it's looking right now, doesn't look like this support is holding for today. However, we're still in this potential bull flag. I don't want it to get further down than this resistance here, which would also be just another retest of this trendline resistance. So as long as we are, let's say, above 23.8, I'm still looking at this as constructive. But of course, if you played this support, your stop should have gotten hit a long time ago. If you played this flag, however, you should have waited for this trendline resistance to break. That's silver. However, right now there's nothing to be said. We're still in this formation and no clear direction. So we want to see this be taken out for the upside that I'm actually expecting. And if I am expecting this lower range to be tested again, we need to break below this trend line right here, this support. So let's look at coffee. Coffee also looked good and it continued up yesterday. Right now we're still above, so this is good. We continued from our video, which was what we anticipated or hoped for. So right now, I am leaning bullish on coffee still. That's short. EGY. Okay, this first I couldn't remember what this one was, but this is actually a long that I'm in. It's the Valco Energy. And I looked at this first on the daily, got it from my screening. Then, so when I screen, I look at the charts. I always have a 1 day up and a 1 hour. And looking at the 1 hour and 4 hour, I could see a clear potential cup and handle. So we have the couple the cup right here. Then we have the flag, which is indicative of the handle in this cup and handle case, and let's call this the cup line. So we can see that we came up there, tested, actually closed above the let's call it neckline, just to cup line is messing with my head. So this resistance, we closed above it on a 4 hour, so I am expecting this to continue upwards. And when you look at the measured target, which of course is the cup depth taken from the cup line, we have the technical target up here, which also coincides with another level I have pointed out. It's probably on a weekly or daily, so it's going back, but it's a previous top probably. So yeah, we can just take a quick dive on the 1 hour and just to see that it's still looking good, which it is. So yeah, as you can see, the 1 hour also closed above right here, and right now we're here. So if you're very conservative, you can move your stop to up here. However, since I traded this on a daily, on a more higher time frame, I am having my stop loss way down south, which is, I think, 6% stop. Roughly 6% ahead of that, and which is below the 10-day EMA. I think I'll have to look at that. But yeah, we are also right at the break of the trendline resistance on RSI. Let's just look at the daily one more time. So yeah, I have placed my stop loss basically at the level which I think would invalidate my formation or trade. And like I've said so many times, every time you take a trade, you should be completely 100% willing to take the stop and know that you are playing probabilities and not certainties. Let's move on. So yeah, this is a stock. This is actually called SmartEye. It's a Swedish stock, which is also trying to break through the trend line on RSI and this falling wedge on volume. So yeah, I'm looking at this as very good. We are at major significant support. So this has been a level going back all the way to April 2019. So it was resistance right here, resistance again in 2020, support in the end of 2020, and now in the beginning of 2022, we are having this as support again, going from this falling wedge. It's basically the formation I'm looking at. I have pointed out major levels, and as you can see, I'm using fibs as usual also, but just to portray the potential upside from this support area, if we were to go up to the all-time high once again, it's a 125% move. I think, however, let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, so if you think these levels look quite not so accurate sometimes, it's because sometimes I have them on different time frames, and that of course needs to be adjusted every time you look at it, but depending on whatever time frame you're playing and sharding. Yeah, I liked this break on the 4 hour with volume also. This is the 100 on the 4 hour EMA, which has acted as resistance. But yeah, this is one I'm keeping an eye on. I'm not in a trade just yet. I would actually like to see more confidence of a break. Let's go to index. Let's go to OMX S30. Yeah. Not to toot my own horn, but we did call the local top in a previous video. However, right now I'm looking at this as a potential break of a bull flag. I've also, let's see here, I'll have to take the 4 hour, I think. Whenever you're looking at formations, it's just a portrayed picture of the fundamentals and psychology. So just because this looks like a break and a potential retest, so an RS flip of a bull flag, you can play this. I would, if I had the volume right here, I would potentially play it. I'm not doing anything right now, but you could take a long right here and then place a stop basically just below to quickly invalidate and basically risk nothing. However, if you want to play this safe, I am waiting on a close above this blue rectangle I've pointed out for you, and then also I would look short if we closed below this red one. When you look at the bull flags, you don't want them to continue too much. You want them to break quite early, which is to say with a, yeah, maybe I have on the next index I can show you. Yeah, and you can also see that we had a break here on the RSI and that we are not even testing it, but yeah. One thing with the RSI which many people are confused of is the fact that RSI is calculated based on closing candles and not on wicks. So when you look at divergences, look at the bodies of the candles and the RSI, and not look at wicks. And when I chart, I usually also try to chart body to body. If I have one point of contact, I want it to be the body, and the next one should then also be the body. I can go wick to wick or whatever, but it should be the same. That's another tip for you. I think there's some, yeah, let's look at the next one. And if we look at, this is the US Tech 100, basically NASDAQ. You can see that this can be a bull flag or pennant that we're in right now, and I have just for your sake and to keep this very quick, this video, we're already above 10 minutes, we're at 12. This is the area to look out for to go long, and this is the area to look out for to go short in my view. Let's look at the S&P. It's basically a very similar pattern to Nasdaq. You can see the levels right here again and right here. Don't mind all of these lines, they have been charted on another time frame. But right now let's also, so I show you a cup and handle setup, and let's also show you this setup which I found screening, and I found it on the 1 day charts. I don't want it to close below the 10-day EMA, and I'll show you the 1 day first. So right here you can see that we are in the middle of a very big move, and I am aiming for a 30% upside further from here, traded on the 1 hour chart. So let's give you the outlook on the 1 hour. So yeah, we did break this on volume actually, and right now it's not playing out, which is always a possibility. But I have my stop loss down here. I did take this trade. It would be a 3.5% loss on, so 0.3% for me, 3.35, which is nothing. I don't care about whatever. But yeah, I'm still actually expecting this one to continue to the upside as long as we don't close below 31.6. So if you haven't taken this trade, I would just watch this one and wait for a break above the 33.5. Yeah, so this was a very quick video, and some brief market updates and also 2 potential setups. And right now I will try to upload this. Since I never edit my videos, I'll try to upload it, but it basically takes about 15 to 20 minutes anyway, since I have to do the thumbnail in PowerPoint. true finance guy working in PowerPoint and Excel. However, I will try to upload it tonight. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. And yeah, take care.